What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Strange Antiquities. In the last episode, we got stuck again. We got stuck at this wonderful choice we've been given to get what we're calling a restful nether, which I cannot seem to find for the life of me. I have a feeling that I'm unintentionally stopping myself because I can't figure this out. So maybe we'll try to do that. I'm also considering just doing the witch's finger, even though it seems like it's a much bigger risk and a much darker turn for what I want on the series. But yeah. Yep. That's where we're at. I think I've identified the witch's finger, but we're going to take another look at that. It seems very obvious, but I feel like every time we've done something that's been decently obvious, it hasn't been correct. So yeah. So we're here. Let's start. I don't know if it's going to help us to continue just looking for the restful nether because we tried a lot of things in the last episode and it didn't work. So let's take a look again at Witch's Finger. Witch's Finger are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. The High Green Church, home of the witch. High Green, huh? I wonder, can we... That's something I didn't look at, actually. Is there a High Green Church here? There is. The church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. I wander around to the back of the church where an old yew tree stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. The pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those that believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. The witch's fingers. Oh, is that the tree? Hold on. What do the symbols mean? One more time for the road. What do these symbols mean? It's a witch sign. And the moon, which I don't know if directly mean. Oh, in silver? Kinda. Ooh, that makes me think it's for sure that one. This is a misdirect, I think. Okay, so if we temporarily call that the witch's finger, I'm glad I checked that. So that's the witch's finger, maybe. I still don't think I have anything that could be called the restful nether, because nothing here looks obviously like a vessel to drink in other than this, but we tried it and it doesn't work. So now my other thing to do is chest, because so far we've been able to actually do every clue as we've had them, right? So if the Moonstone Guardian is not one of these two things, or this, if it's not that, or actually it doesn't say Moonstone Guardian, does it? It says Moon something. Now we've checked this. There's no other thing that has moon in its name. It's Moonstone Guardian. And that would be making me think that that's what we have to do, but is there anything else with moon? Acoustic purifier. Oh, okay, so this is the, right, this is the vinegar one. Okay. And then what about this one? Moon hearts. Oh, they're more commonly known as moon hearts. Oh, maybe that's it. So that means it's the owl, right? Where are you? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, no! And those are all my... Oh, fuck. God damn it. That's every... Look at all this shit. Those are all the methers. Of course they are. And then we have more tiles. Wow, this was really fortuitous. I wish I'd fucking figured that out earlier. Leave. Yeah, get me out of here. Bro, come on. Okay, so first of all, let's do this. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So this symbol comes between the Z and the bow and arrow. Okay. This symbol comes between the circle and the moon. Right there, right? Yeah. Now I just need one more. Okay. And now... this particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness. Okay, so we have a couple versions of this. Gold paint, wood, oak, if I'm not mistaken, engraved. Has a sharp aroma. Okay. Sharp but not entirely pleasant. A dark purple gemstone. Okay, what is that one? A stone of containment. Dark purple. A calming stone of peace and safety. That's possible. And it does have the handles like it, doesn't it? Okay, how about this guy? Wood. Hard and somewhat rough. There's a sharp aroma. Nothing to remark. That is probably it. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far. So, okay, so I think this is Restful Nether. Okay, I finally feel like I have some clarity here. Oh, and Hornshackle was replaced here, so let's put that down here, maybe. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they're always trying to leave. If nothing else, Dranthium tea from a Restful Nether might get a moment of lucidity out of them. But if you've got any ideas, and I'm all ears, why do we suggest Witch's Finger? What? Is it because it, like, banishes the evil or something? Capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A last resort that has cured some and finished off others. It was one thing when it was this stuff. Now that looks ugly. That also looks kind of bad. Okay, that's all right. It was one thing when it was some of these cursed things that we were giving her, but now that it's just a tree, I feel better about Witch's Finger giving that to her. Maybe it's a good witch. But we were looking for Restful Nether, and I believe that's what this is, so we're going to do that. This item resembles the drinking cup in the sketch. It is several embedded iolite gemstones, stones of peace, which hint at its ability to induce a meditative state. Okay. Bones Guard. Okay, we have finally moved on, and I think that might be the end of the day. No. Rebecca Rose. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonders of the Ares remnant with me. Yeah, look at their eyes. Marked by a telltale blue tint to their eyes, those under this curse are plagued by waking hallucinogens. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Ares remnant with me. It's changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but I'm feeling my way back to painting again. Thank you. All right, this is the blind woman. Never mind. And that's the end of the day. Okay. All right. Holy hell. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. Ooh. Let's take a look if we have diverging hook. I don't think so, but... castle? Like a rook? Okay. There's definitely these towers in the Gleeston Castle. I'm closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Okay. Let's just take the... We do have a diverging hook. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all, but it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. Ooh, okay, I have a couple options of those. 1, 2, and 3. I wonder if we could try to... Oh, I see. Okay, so... Pinkish, orange, black. Is it the straight black or is it the striated black? Looks like striated. So Noctic. Diurnic. And where's the pinkish one? Oh, and this, right. Selenic. I think Noctic and Selenic are the same. No, Selenic, Noctic, and Diurnic. So that would be the 2 of the same from the same. How about this one? So we got turquoise, orange, and pale yellowy orange. Maybe. Diurnic. This one's straight black, no striations, green, and the gold? Oh no, pale yellowy orange. Green, earth of nature. Oh no, it's this one for sure. It's so malachite, which is mentic. Dradic. Mentic, Dradic, and I just need Diurnic or Noctic for the last one, which is yellowy orange. Yeah, okay. So maybe this one. So this might be the diverging hook. Possibly. Right? Is that what it's called? Diverging hook. Okay. So maybe that's that one. I'm closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. So sunset's in the west. Oh, but north is this way, and I noticed that. Okay, so north is this way. So it'd be this side. I'm closest to the sunset. So it sets in the west, so it'd be this side of the house. But furthest from the sunrise. So it'd be this one? Yep. The view from the tower is quite beautiful, but it's what I find inside that catches my attention. In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not 1, but 2 smaller wooden chests along with a cryptic scrap of paper. Oh, interesting. Okay. An engraved symbol. All right, what does that symbol mean? Let's do some groundwork. Isn't that one of the weather symbols? It is thunder. Because this is a thunder symbol. And then this one has just an hourglass on it. All right. let's put them on the shelves. And put this down here. Flanked by a diurnic seal, object made from silver, a diurnic field. Oh, that's what this is. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay, still not full information yet. Let's get our first customer of this day. Oh god, she's back. As if I didn't have enough on my plate right now, my sister Bonnie has been acting strange lately. She never got over the death of her father. She's always blamed Mr. Potter for his role in it, and now, with all this happening, she's got it in her head that he's behind it somehow. I'm worried she's going to do something stupid. If she comes in here, whatever you do, do not give her anything dangerous. I want to give her a keepsake to let her know that she's still loved. I've seen people gifting one another wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. Oh, okay. Lead heart. I forget what these all now do. Lead heart. Kindle romantic interest. Maybe not. How about horn shackle? Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing ability to overcome personal demons. Yeah, that's more like what it's probably going to be. How about this? Is this wooden totem? Light colored wood. Okay, Selenic totem. What do you do? Imbued with a sentiment or feeling. Ooh, that one's not bad either. Are there any other wood totems that I've already identified? I feel like the horn shackle is probably the right answer. No? Okay. How about the Selenic totem? Okay, cool. This is a carved totem. The owl's associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Okay, great. Yeah, it could have been kind of either one of them. Thank you. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. Jack Hungerford has not responded well to the Dranthium tea. No! If anything, he appears to have sunk deeper into the trance. Oh, no, it was the better option to do the witch's finger. I daren't try to anything else in case I make things worse. Oh, no. All right, we're not on the good path anymore. Or not like the fully good path. Those silly sods at Calgarth Hall won't let me in to look around. It seems I've upset the little lord who lives there at some point in the past. Allegedly, I refused to perform an exorcism on his haunted house. He didn't like my suggestion that it might be the local kids playing pranks on him because he's a mean old git. I'm not so easily put off, though. Do you have a Tenebran cloak I could use this evening? I've got some snooping to do. Okay. New item. Let's take a look. Tenebran cloak. Upon activation, a Tenebran cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to those totems. A single stone set in bronze. Turquoise gemstone. That's definitely strong. So it's going to be the difference between what's the gemstone. So we got a green gemstone, which controls the weather, and a blue/turquoise gemstone. A stone of water? Stone of the earth and of nature. That's gold. That's bronze, but it's not covered by a gem. That's also bronze. That's dark green. Fourth eye of stone of sight. That's possible, I assume. This is all gold for sure. That's bronze. the symbol for protection, or a gemstone of protection. What does it say? A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. Upon activation, a Tenebran cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness. Water is weird there. I don't know if that makes sense. A stone of water. It's a Dradic, which is what? Of the earth. Okay, and then this one is weather related. These are all the different weather symbols, with the gemstone relating to the earth. I have nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Raised detailing, smooth, bronze with the gemstone in the middle. How about this one? Bronze. Hard and cool. Strong sense of being watched. What does it say specifically? Single stone set in bronze, not surrounded by bronze. I was thinking maybe there was a world where the stone was like inside this, but it says set in, not like enveloped by. And that would be very unfair if they were trying to ask us to do that. It's none of these, obviously, because we've already identified them. Dark wood. Large green gemstone. My goodness, that's a big one. Dark wood. But that's not bronze, so it doesn't matter. How about this one? This is also bronze. Oh, but we think this is Gray's Grace. Okay, so hold on. So that's not... And that's not bronze either. Gold. This is also all bronze, but there's no gemstone visible. I'm thinking that it's maybe this one in a weird way, even though it has nothing to do with the weather. Anything else that I can pull from this? So interesting. Let's... I have no reason not to try this one. Okay. And we might as well try this one also. Okay, so those are both out. That said, what does that mean for me? Can I open this? A pleasant sensation at the back of my skull. Oh my goodness, okay. What is this material? Green porcelain. I guess it could be, as long as it's still one stone set into... This is thunder, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. Do you have a Tenebran cloak? Anything else with darkness? Veiled fen. A veiled fen is brightly colored in the light, but clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people, but public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Could be that. That's not helping, just calling it. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. A single stone set in bronze. If it's not only, if it doesn't only have to be bronze, I suppose I could call it this. It is. This totem is a gemstone set in bronze. The gemstone is a moonstone, a stone of enveloping night. Oh, wait, it's also that? God, they gotta, there's too many meanings of these stones. Oh, it's protection and enveloping night. That's annoying, but I'll take it. Let's go with, what is it? It is a Tenebran cloak. Not what I thought this was at all. That's very funny. Okay, so we have that identified. Let's go another one. Barton Potter. I bumped into Eli at the station yesterday before he left for Oxford. His train was late, and we had a brief chat, and he suddenly remembered something he wanted to tell you. Oh, this is the guy that they're blaming for the death of that one girl's father. I told him I'd pass on the message. In other news, I've got a little something for you if you're interested. It's going to cost you, but it's worth it. A map of the catacombs. Very rare. Worth a lot to someone in your line of work, I imagine. And all I'm asking for in return is a Valent. Okay, Valent is an object. Why does it look like that says that's checked off? Keep forgetting to mention, it would be helpful for you to read Dr. Robertson's booklet on curses. You'll find it in the cupboard hidden in the counter. Okay, yeah, we did that already. Thanks, Eli. Consistently not being helpful at all. Let's go with Valent. The holes in a Valent are of roughly equal size and spacing. They're used by the adventurous to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Well, okay, it's probably this, right? Yeah, I mean, that might be the easiest one it could have given us. Yeah, I'm not even going to I'm not going to overthink that or double check it. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I've also examined these to Kingdom Come, all of these things, so I do know a lot about some of these items. Okay, here we go. Map of the catacombs, huh? What the hell? Oh, they're named. 1456 to... Oh my goodness. Okay. So some of them have text. All right. Well, I'm sure this will have to do with our daily puzzle work. Well, we'll put this in our drawer. Map drawer. Let's ring the bell. Bonnie Robertson. I feel like I'm going crazy here. I know who's behind all this madness, all these people with the pitch black eyes, but nobody is listening to me. I've seen it happen before. 7 years ago, my father died in the same way. Well, since nobody will listen, I'm going to take care of it myself. A Corvin's Might, please, and I'll be on my way. Oh, interesting. So she wants the Corvin's Might, but that's going to be the bad option. Or that's what we were told explicitly to not use. Interesting. I still have one more person. Okay, so let's find out what a Corvin's Might is. might be sometimes called an eagle's gift. It's an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. Okay, that's important. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. These objects pay homage to the Bloody Queen's gift. Okay. So it looks like it has something in its mouth. But it's going to be something Wixic, which means a couple things. It either has a stone that's Wixic, so let's take a look. So it's pale yellow. Or bloodstone. Pale yellow, bloodstone, or amethyst. Oh shit, could it possibly be this? What else is Wixic here? Wixic of the body. Okay. Corvin's might. So that's possibly. It's possibly this. But we're not going to give that to her, so screw all that. Gray's Grace, though, I might have identified already. So let's take a look at the Gray's Grace. Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy, they share the design of a shadow catcher. And a shadow catcher is the same thing we see on the shadow hold. And this should give us My Heart Feels Lighter. I think we're going to give her Gray's Grace. Excellent. Using the index, I can find a sketch of a shadow catcher design in my book, a design that the item shares. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed dispel melancholy. Don't insult me, Thaumaturge. This isn't some depression that can be cured with your little trinkets. I will get a hold of a Corvin's might. Oh, no. All right, maybe we're a bad shop owner there, but we did our thing. All right, well, that's the end of that day. How are we doing on the episode? Yeah, that's a full episode. All right. I'm going to call it here. We did overcome some hurdles, so I will take it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. And we'll be right back here with another one on the next episode. See you soon.